Hi everybody and welcome back to Nellie and Ruth Designs. It's another week and it is another color cube card collage. This week it's 304 and I do believe this is out of volume 2. Black, chocolate, copper, gold, and forest green. When I pulled this, you can see I've been playing with some gesso. When I pulled this, I wondered if it was too close to last week's collage because we did have black in this, and this was supposed to be peach. I remember that because I had trouble finding peach, so I went with a yellow. But I think this is going to be different enough from here, and I tried to pull papers and such that it I think will be different. I don't know. We'll see. But I would love to have you stick around. If you're new to my channel, I would definitely love to have you stick around and see what I do. And I want to thank everyone for coming back and joining me. And you know that I really appreciate you all. And a big shout out to my patrons over on Patreon. I grabbed some what do you call these? I'm having a brain, you know what, stencils. And this one just has words on it, and I thought it might be fun to put a little background on. I will be using my white gesso. I thought about coloring it and making it a color, but I think I'm going to need the white because there's going to be a lot of dark in this. And this here I really like, but I want to show you something. I think this is one of the cheapo ones I got from AliExpress one time. And I'm going to tell you now, don't buy cheap supplies. I know a lot of you buy things from Timo and stuff, but this, see how this is already broken? And I haven't used it that often. I really like it, but if you're going to buy supplies and you're going to use them over and over and over again, get something that is a little bit better. And I think you'll be happier in the long run. So I grabbed this and I thought, oh gosh, this is already breaking, but I can use some other places on this. So that's my tip for today. Don't cheap out. Don't cheap, you know, get some good supplies. So I pulled some papers. I thought these are both from Emily. All I can think of is the Curious Cabinet. It's not the Curious Cabinet. My goodness gracious, Barbie. Hold on. Because, let's see here. These are, I know you're all yelling at me because y'all know who these are from. And I bought almost all her books. Isn't this terrible? Collage Soup. I don't know. I'm just like, these are pulled from Emily's books over at Collage Soup. And I thought about, I should actually scan this one, which I think I will step away really quick and scan this, because I'm going to use this entire front sheet here. So I didn't realize this was this nice on the back side. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go scan both of these sides and I'll be right back. Okay, that's done. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of stenciling on this background. Here we've got the black, we have the yellow, we have the copper. We have the copper and the flowers here and over here. We even have a little bit of green here and let's see, brown. Brown is going to come. I grabbed a bird, all right? So the brown is going to come in with the bird. I cut this out here, this plant, which I think is really cool. And that's where my green is going to come in. And that was cut out of my Greencraft magazine. So I have that. And then I have this wonderful image here, whoops, of this lady sitting very serenely. Should I say serenely or just serene? Calmly on the bench there. So I want to use her, but I'd like to do a little bit of, have a little fun on here. And I'm going to be putting it in the book like this. So I think I'm first going to start maybe with just maybe a little bit up here. And I'm just going to use my gesso. And I think instead of using my finger, I'm going to use one of these foam wedges. And I may have to step away to dry this just a little bit. I don't want to put a lot on. I just want, that's silly, I shouldn't be doing that. I just want enough to give it a little bit of a change up here. So I kind of want to go kind of light. So I hope everyone is having a lovely day. It's Sunday here in my world. Not much going on, unfortunately. Sometimes I live a rather dull and boring life. And that's just the way it is. Okay, so yeah, just a little bit. And I don't even care if you can read it. I just want a little bit here in the background. I feel every time I step outside today, I feel like I'm in Maine at the ocean because there's a nice little breeze in the air, but it's one of those days where it's been raining off and on. And you know, it's a little humid. You know, drizzly, rainy. It's just one of those days you would experience if you were at the ocean. And I really like those days. I had a nice chat with my son and daughter-in-law. They called and they're back in Oradea. Their time at Croatia by the sea, or Croatia at the sea, I'm not sure where it is. Their week is up there. And the time is going by fast. Before before we know it, you know, they'll be home. It's going to be September. It's just right around the corner. All right, so I'm going to set that aside, and I would like to use this a little bit. Maybe I'll put a little bit over here. I'm going to do it this way because I want that like that. Yeah, and that's it. I mean, let me know what you all have been up to. Maybe I can live vicariously through your adventures, because I sure as heck have got nothing for you. I got nothing. I think that'll be good because I want to do a little bit of doodling up there. So we're going to set this aside. I think that's enough. Just something to brighten it a little bit. All right, so we have that there like that. Here's our little color. And there's no white in this, as you can see, but I wanted to add a little tiny bit. So I have this. Oh, let's get this in the book first. Gosh dang it. Better get it in here so I know placement, right? And I'm not going to bother. See, this is almost dry, so I'm not even going to bother to dry that. And I'm just wondering what I want to use this week. I have been using I've been using my tape runner, I believe. I still love this one. I just love this one here. I've been using my tape runner, I think. And I'm almost out of that. That's not even worth. That's gone. That is gone. I'm not using that. I don't like using my glue, but I think I have to on here because for some reason I don't think, if I remember correctly, I do not think the tape sticks to this. This I've had a glue dilemma lately. This I've had turned upside down because I couldn't get anything out of it the other day, and I bet you this is clogged. All right, let me get my glues straightened around here, and I'll be right back. All right, so I'm going to get messy. This is clogged. I'm going to have to clean that off. And right now, let's put that over here. I want this on me. I'm just going to spread some glue here around, and then I'm going to have to go back and clean my fingers, okay? But if I can just get this down a little bit, then I'll be good to go. I just want to get it kind of hunkered down here, and then I can go around the edges once I get this cleaned up. I don't know what the deal is. And then I didn't realize that tip came off, and that's when it all blurted out. So now I'm really going to go for real and get myself cleaned up. Boy, see, this is why sometimes I like those tape runners, because I don't like the mess some of these glues get me into. All right, I think that'll be good. And I'm just gonna get this here. All right, let me go wash up, and I'm gonna get this nozzle cleaned up, and I'll be back. Okay, so just like anything else, just like on your art glitter glue, the Nuvo, these little caps, these little tips come off, and these need cleaning out as well. So I went and got that all cleaned out, and it works great now. So again, maintenance, 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 maintenance. So I'm just going to put a little tiny bit in here. I should take like every other week, or you know, and do some maintenance and cleaning on some of my tools. You know, I do it on everything else, but sometimes you just don't think with these glue bottles and stuff until you have a problem. Okay, just want to make sure this is creased properly. Okay, okie dokie. All right, so we have that down. Then I wanted to put, this over the blue, because I do not want any blue up in here. And I thought about putting that there like that, but I don't want, I know I want the brown. So I have to think here. I thought about taking this, and I might put some on here just to change it up a little bit, because I don't want that sage showing. And I would like some of these pieces in here. So I don't know if I want it on the back of that paper, or if I want it on here. I don't know. Just rip here a little bit. You need a clean edge there, because if I rip, I thought maybe I could put some of that on here, give it a little, just a little different look. And no, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just playing. Do kind of like that up there, like that. I want to cover that green, so really don't want that green on there. Yeah, I could put that on there like that. I watch other gals, you know, do this kind of stuff, and they just make it look so easy. And me, I'm like, okay, let's give it a try. Not sure how it's gonna come out, but does it really matter? No. Just giving everybody ideas. And then you can improve on them, right? Then you can improve on them. But sometimes we just can't have a plain old pot, right? It just doesn't look right. I'm reading my book. I was going to bring it in to show you. And I left it downstairs. I did not bring it in here. Oh, I did bring it in here with me. Let's talk about this. The Doctor's Wife by Elizabeth Brundage. All right, so last night I started reading, and let's see, was it chapter 23? 23, page 156. And I read up to, I think, chapter 41, 156, up to page 230. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm finally in the meat and potatoes of it. And, oh, it is so good. It's really starting to explain a lot of things right now. And, it's really good. Really don't want to tell you much about it in case you pick it up, but I would highly recommend it. It's in the very beginning. It starts out where someone has been killed. I'm not going to say who. Somebody's been killed, and they turn themselves into the police with supposedly the smoking gun. And, oh gosh. And then it just, you know, you're not quite sure where it's going to go. And then it just kind of takes off. And there's a lot of backstory, and it's about relationships between a father and a daughter, and a mother and a daughter, and husband and wife. And, oh, but right now it's like, do I collage or do I read? Do I collage or do I read? I got up this morning and I stuck my nose in it and I read for another hour. Usually Sunday mornings I catch up on all of my gals out there that are creating. And this morning it was like, I gotta read. I've got to read some more. So that's what I did. I sat on the back porch and read, and oh, it was just... So when I get done with this, I'm gonna make a big pot of chili for tonight, and then I'm gonna throw some banana bread, or not banana bread, zucchini bread together. And then I'm gonna go sit on the back porch and I'm gonna read. But it's really good. There's some controversial topics in there. It's really interesting. So I want to try to get her I have to have this plant up unless I don't really want to use washi tape again. I could cut these off. Maybe I'll cut these off because I really would like to bring this down a little bit. I don't necessarily want these touching the top of the page. All right, I think that'll be better because I would like to bring this down here like that, and I'm just debating whether I want to take her and cut around her, which I think I might do. And I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to cut this. And I feel if I cut this, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to get something to tie this fence that she's kind of sitting, leaning on. I'm going to have to find something to tie that in. And I think what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do this with my X-Acto knife, I think. I'd like to have that, I could just put it like that. Have her right down. I don't want her on that crease though. So I have to figure out how I want to do this. I think what I will do, I don't know. I'm tempted to I like her kind of hugging that, but then I also like her, I don't know what to do here. I want her whole arm showing. All right, let me think about that a minute. All right. And then I have this bird, which I want to tie into this. So I want this tied in here. I may have to move this over a little bit. And how I thought I wanted this. Something like this. I want this tied in to that right here. I may have to move this over a little bit. Because I really want that bird right about there. Right up in that sunflower. Or it's not necessarily even a sunflower. And then I want her, I think maybe I'll just put her here because the crease is here. I really don't want her bent. So if I put her here like that, I think that'll be just fine. I'm not real good with this mixed media stuff. So, gosh. I think I'm going to take, let's just put this over here for a minute. I would like to take this. kind of like to add a little bit of this to behind her. But then it might interfere with that. No, I don't like that. And I don't mind that she blends in there. I really struggle with, I gotta try something new and different because I can't keep doing the same things over and over again. Because I don't want you to get bored. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do is let's get this down. I know I want this here, so let's just get this tacked down, okay? We'll get that tacked down there. And we'll get that tacked down right there, okay? Then I do know I want the bird. I like that coming across. Okay, we'll put that there like that. And we'll put this here like that, okay? Get some of this stuff tacked down. This I better put down because this is gonna bebop up, right? Okay, I'm going to get this down just in case I have to make that crease there. Okay, that's good. And then I'm going to put her right down here. Okay, that covers up that blue butterfly. I don't want any blue on this paper here. Okay. Okay. I just want to crease it before I glue everything down because I just want to make sure that it's not going to be funky when I do close it up. Okay. All right, so we've got that like that. I do like that, but I feel like I need to blend this in over here a little bit. I want to start a little doodling. Let me get this glued down, and I think maybe that might change the composition of everything. I get using those Posca pens, get them out and just have a little go of it. All right, so we have that down, okay? And the pot. I think that's good for now. We've got our gal here. We have our bird. Let me get out these. Maybe once I start doodling. And I'm going to use white over here. I was going to use yellow, but there's enough yellow in here. Okay. I was watching a video last night. And I did subscribe to, I think I subscribed to the girl. I still want to make a grid. I think when I get done with this, we'll do a grid book. I've been wanting to do a grid book for the longest time. And I was watching someone last night, and I really liked what she did, but also, I don't know if I'll be able to find her. I'll have to look her up. It's a special type of drawing. Oh my goodness, it's so relaxing. And I thought, oh, that would be so much fun to try. But again, I don't draw. I'm good at making dots and lines. That's about it. But what she was making was really cool, and it was in all kinds of like little grid boxes and things like that. And it was just a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun watching her. What else can I do? What else? Could go around this pot. Probably do that in white, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. Let's see, what else? I want to do something right here, but I'm not quite sure what I should do. I'll take this green. Get the green down. I haven't used the green yet, so I have to bring her on down. Which always takes a few minutes. All right, I thought I would add just a little bit of green up in here. A little bit of green, and I think that's it. I'm going to find a little something to put here. I got to stick with my color, the colors of this, but let me see. I'd still like to put something here up towards the bird. All right, so what I'm going to do is I have a saying. I couldn't find anything. I just didn't feel right about putting anything over here. And again, I'm not really good at all this mixed media, so I'm very hesitant, and I'm really afraid to try things. So let's get this glued down, this bird. And what I have is I have a saying, and then I think I'm going to outline this flower. That needs something. And I have a saying here, which I'm going to use that. I think it's really fitting for the gal that is sitting here. And it's Exodus. I'm going to put this right here like this. Because how many times do when we take a walk we just sit and we just need to be still. It says the Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. So I think instead of trying to blend something in there, I'm going to put that saying down here. Okay. That's going to go right there. I think that's really fitting for this photo here. And then I think what I will do is I will just have a play. I will do my best at, I think I'm going to outline this flower pot with the black. We'll see how that works out. So we're going to I think I'm going to come down like this. And I need to go around here. Come down. And then we need to come down here. I know it's not the greatest job, but darker here. Just do it this way. I don't want to get my hand across and smudge it. Okay. All right, so we have that. And then I think I'm going to outline the flower in white. I don't really want to do any more black, so let's do this. It just needs to stand out here a little bit. Let's do it this way. Sorry about that, guys and gals. Oh, let's see. All these little spots here. Gotta do it this way. I don't think that's part of it. I'm just going to leave it like that. And then maybe I will take this and come around. This is where I have to practice my doodling, and I think that one channel that I was watching the other day, I think that'll be a good practice for me. Because I am not a good doodler. And there's so many really cool things that you can make when you doodle, designs and stuff. So I think that's good. I don't want to do any more. I think that's fine. So that is this week's color cube collage. It's different. The colors definitely are nothing like this one here, so I'm happy about that. So again, these were black, chocolate, copper, gold, and forest green. And I think I got everything in here this week with a little bit of doodling on the side. I may play with this more as it dries and down the road. Maybe make some other little designs on here or something. I don't know. If I do, I will show you. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed this week's video of this. If you did, I'd love to have you give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comments. And I will see you in my next video. All right, everybody. Have a great week. Bye-bye.